for 15 minutes from kickoff. Welcome to Willoughby Community Park, the home of the Vancouver FC and your Langley United Soccer Association. Next match, men's division, you have the TSS Rovers FC taking on your Langley United. Thank you for attending today's match. Don't forget to check in at lusa.ca for upcoming match and ticket information. And your Langley United is proud to be a part of L1BC. Join us all season long to cheer on Langley's team. Check lusa.ca or Langley1BC.ca and stay up to date on standings and future matchups. As a reminder, Langley United supports safe and inclusive sports and therefore will not tolerate any abuse of players, officials, or fans. Please cheer responsibly and have fun. the starting 11 for both squads. First, TSS Rovers FC. Goalkeeper number 1, Connor Allen. Forward number 3, Kian Proctor. Defender number 4, Avi Limo. Midfielder number 5, Liam Soha. Forward number 7, Michael Hennessy. Forward number 8, Osman Toure. Midfielder number 9, Koji Poo. Midfielder number 10, Ivan Media. Defender number 13, Ben Bolton. Midfielder number 16, Tristan Oru Lagi. And defender number 21, Shea Ugarchimpa. And coach is Mr. Brendan Tilo. And now the starting 11 for your Langley United. Goaltender number 1, Matthias De Souza. Defender number 4, Jaden Manetta. Defender number 5, Matt Costavari. Midfielder number 6, Thomas Powell. Defender number 7, Joel Batcher. Midfielder number 9, Connor McMillan. Defender number 10, Amir Madi Dasami. Defender number 11, Brody Thomas. Forward number 12, Joey Buchanan. Midfielder number 15, Matthias Lucas. And defender number 16, Sahai Williams. Head coach, Mr. Azad Malane. Please welcome today's officials. Referee is Stephen Lieberkhausen. First assisted by Jared Coombs. Second assistant referee, Oliver Kostinek. Fourth official is Liam Abreu. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask at this time, if you're able, would you please stand? Please remove your hats and caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome inside beautiful Willoughby Stadium in Langley, BC for the second half of our doubleheader here this afternoon. We've got League One men's BC action coming up for you here in just a moment's time between the visiting TSS Rovers and your Langley United. Go over the starting 11 for both sides, starting with the home team here. Just one sub from the team that came away with a 3-2 victory against Evolution on Wednesday night. Matthias D'Souza gets the start in goal as always. Jaden Mineta and Maiten Ostavari, your two center backs. Thomas Powell, the one change from Wednesday's lineup. He is back in the lineup, loaned from Vancouver FC. Joel Badger, Connor McMillan, Amir Gassemi, Brody Thomas, sitting on 7 goals this season, wears the captain's armband. Joey Buchanan, Matthias Lucas, and Sahai Williams gets his second start. And for the visitors, in goal, Connor Adams. Number 3, Kian Proctor. Number 4, Avi Alimu. Number 5, Ali Zahar. Number 7, Michael Hennessy. Number 8, Usman Toure. Number 9, Koji Poon. Number 10, Ivan Mejia, Golden Boot leader with 8 goals on the season. Number 13, Ben Halton. Number 16, Tristan Odamaji, and number 21, Shaya Zarjampur. I'm Brett Lipkowski. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Estelle Kaler. Estelle, it's a top-of-the-table clash. TSS sitting 1 point ahead of Langley United at the top of the table coming into this one. Langley won the first meeting. What can we expect here this afternoon?
This is a super exciting game. I'm really excited for this one. Going to be super high energy as both of these teams can take the top spot. So I'm anticipating a very high energy game from these two, even in the heat. They're a little bit later than the women's were earlier, so hopefully that won't impact them too much.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fast and furious here in the early stages. Maybe a little bit of a feeling out process. But both teams know the importance of this game coming up, and they both want the victory tonight. Well, this afternoon. It will be tonight by the time it's over. First long ball sails long right into the waiting arms of D'Souza. These two teams met at Swangard when TSS hosted on April 18th. Langley United came away with the 3-1 victory. It's the only victory that TSS have suffered so far this season. It was a 3-1 victory for Lusa. Joel Badger picking up 2, Brody Thomas getting 1, and they managed to keep Ivan Mejia off the score sheet. Michael Hennessy, the lone goal scorer for TSS on that one. And Estelle, it's a battle between the two best goal scorers in the league as well, between Ivan Mejia and Brody Thomas.
It'll be super interesting to see if Langley wants to keep that same idea that they had their last game, looking to keep it around the back, then play it up long right away, or if they're going to kind of try to play through the middle to try to find Thomas's feet.
There's Proctor with a long ball. He's looking for Poon. Cleared away, but only as far as Alimu. Does well to find Toure, who goes back to Poon. He'll try to cross one in, and Badger just gets his boot in front of it. Gives up the early corner kick. As they will push bodies forward here inside the 18. TSS in their red jerseys here this afternoon, and Langley United in their usual blue and yellows. They play it short to Mejia. It's sent across, misses everybody. Odamaji, though, tracks it down, but he has it taken off his boot and cleared out to safety, where Halton will retrieve. We'll go to Alimu, his center back partner here today. And Zahar, he plays one long to Proctor. The SFU player has it taken away from him by Buchanan. And then Buchanan takes a shot in the back, and he'll earn a free kick. Both of these teams used to winning TSS Rovers, 5 consecutive wins after starting their season slow with 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss. And meanwhile for the home side, it's been 4 straight victories, including that stoppage time winner from Jafari on Wednesday night here at home against Evolution. Both teams know how big this game is. And gets around his man, and they just work it back. Zarjanpur will go all the way back to Adams in goal. And Zarjanpur will take it up the pitch a little bit. Looking long for Alimu. He will get onto the end of it. One-on-one with Williams. Plays it inside. Getting back was Gassemi, and he's able to play it off a body for a goal kick. Nice recovery defense that time from Gassemi to take away that crossing opportunity.
Langley taking a little bit more pressure here in the first few minutes than what they're used to.
Yes, typically playing out the back, and like we saw on Wednesday, Evolution sat back against them and allowed them to work it from the back pretty much the whole time. And like we've seen with them this season, all season long, they like to play it short and then wait for that long ball opportunity. As the ball falls to Thomas, he's got a half step on Zarjanpur. He cuts back. Thomas looking for the corner, and he skies it as he got his boot underneath it, leaning back just a little bit on the shot. Just saying, they like to look for that long ball, and this time they just went straight from the keeper with it. Now it's Langley United to turn on the press. They get past Badger there, and they can work it up past midfield. Poon gets around Powell. Defender falls. Opportunity now. Extra pass. Mejia, his shot. Didn't get all of it. He'll want that one back as he just rolls that one easily out to Souza. Mejia, the golden boot leader. Langley cannot afford to let him get free like that. Weak ball, nearly turned over. It is. Ostavari clears it out to safety. And a long ball from Badger.
That risky ball right across the box is kind of like what the TSS women were doing. Langley really looking to build it out of the back, wait for their chance to play long, to find Tom's feet.
That one's stolen away by Lucas. He plays it to Buchanan. Joey just tries to play it off a body and out, but Proctor does a good job to angle his body to keep that one in. Keaton Proctor spent last season with the SFU Red Leaves. Plenty of space here to take as he goes down the sideline. A little touch pass there. Got around the defender, but Manetta not taking any chances, just clears it out to safety. A little bit more experienced of a squad from TSS. Plenty of youth and experience on both sides as well, so see how that plays out today as Badger makes a run down this left wing. He'll try to cut back, waits for a teammate, finds McMillan, goes back to Sahai, and he'll get it back. Cuts inside, finds Badger. Badger will get it back, he'll go to his right boot, takes a shot near post, just misses wide. We're gonna say it's deflected off of a Rovers player and out for a corner.
Looks like he might have taken a kick to the ankle. Give him a sec to run that off.
Yeah, it looks like he'll just work it out as he takes the ball to the corner flag, and he'll take this corner. This time, Looks like Langley's going to crowd the 6-yard box. We saw a lot in the previous matchup. They like to kind of start at the top of the box and then make their cuts towards the net. As this one's going to swing in right towards the near post, punched away by Adams. Confident punch there from the keeper. It's going to go to Mejia, one-on-one with Tom Powell. He's got a couple of teammates in the middle if he can find them, but Powell with the beautiful recovery. Dangerous opportunity on the counterattack. But a good defensive play there from Tom Powell as that one goes sailing out of the stadium. Thomas, just using his strength and shielding the ball there. He tried to make the turn as well. And then cleared away, controlled beautifully, but Powell cuts in and makes the interception. Wants the foul call, doesn't get it, and play continues, but what a steal from Gassemi. Powell still a little bit frustrated by the non-call, gets back into the play. And now it's Langley controlling. Gassemi. We'll find Lucas. Mineta. For Badger. Badger picking up a brace in the last meeting between these two sides. His long throw, looking for McMillan, just didn't quite get enough on it. And then it'll go out for a throw last off him. Well, 10 minutes gone and just what we expected. A lot of high pace and both teams really showing they want this one bad here this afternoon. Free kick just taken quickly. They'll try to work it around. Much like we saw in the women's game, the center backs of TSS just playing a little give and go, but that long ball straight to Buchanan.
Rovers with a really high line here. You can see they've got 3 almost at the top of the box.
Yeah, just
making it really difficult to play out.
Daring them to come forward. That ball nearly given away as it goes off the head of Zahar. D'Souza didn't get his boot under the ball enough, and it was a line drive. Long kick. Controlled by the Rovers. And there it is. There's Mejia who gets around Buchanan. Nice cut to drive down towards the byline. Looks for the pass across. Pass broken up. And out for a throw off Lucas. Mejia showing his class here early on. Rovers will just work it back. Plenty of space here for Zarjanpur. Ball's intercepted by Badger. Now McMillan with a chance. He drops it off for Badger. He's got a little bit of space in stride. Nice pass through the middle. Finds Lucas, tries to get around Proctor.
Langley doing really well to play through the middle there.
Great defense from the big left back, getting in the way of Lucas. That's where Langley has been dangerous this season, is on that counterattack when they can find some space through the middle. Long ball looking for Poon, and just off his head and out for a throw. Just one other game in men's action going on right now. Second half, Nanaimo United and Altitude FC all tied up. No score in that one. Kamloops United and the Whitecaps Academy going at it later this afternoon. And then tonight is Unity FC and Burnaby. Of course, you can keep track with all of those scores and more by downloading the L1BC app, or League1 Canada app, excuse me. As Powell plays that one back to D'Souza. He'll be pressured. Like I said, these two teams top of the table, just 1 point separating them. No playoffs this season in League1BC. It is simply just a home and away table. You play everyone twice, and whoever wins will advance to the Canadian Championship next season. Of course, TSS Rovers representing League1BC the last 2 years on the men's side and the Canadian Championship, and including that memorable night when they defeated Valor FC. Came up short this season. Mejia. Has that one roll past and out for a goal kick. Some good defending there from Gosemi, just getting in the way. Yeah, Estelle looks like they're going to force Langley to play these goal kicks long here this afternoon.
When you have so many pressing up, it is really difficult to play out of the back. It's like the TSS women, it can backfire on you, and especially in a game like this where you know the goals are going to be tight, it's a little bit safer just to play it up, try to win it in their end. You can see Langley's kind of shifted their first plan, given how high they are pressing. D'Souza doesn't want any more of that extra attacker on him.
Zahar goes back to his keeper. Brody Thomas with the press. Work to get around his man. McMillan with a nice little play there, and that leads to a turnover. Thomas battling with Odumeji. And Proctor with the nice little cut back. He's got a little bit of space. Hit that one though, and he turns it over as Lucas was backtracking. Manetta now. Opportunity for Langley to work things between their center backs.
You can see both Badger and Thomas calling for the long ball up top.
Manetta, he will find Badger, who's taken down from behind, clutching his ankle. That was Avi Alimu who got in behind him there. Just a hard tackle, nothing little malicious behind it.
That one now, he turns it over as Lucas is backtracking.
Their center back.
Thomas does well to shake it off. Long ball up top.
Manetta, he will play this one short. And he does. Manetta, he does go long though. He's looking for McMillan. McMillan lets it go over his head. He's going to keep that one in play. Battling on the right at the corner flag, looking for a teammate. He finds Badger. Badger able to turn. Nice little cut there around Zahar. Another nice cut. He goes down. And the referee is going to say no, and he's actually going to book Badger for diving as he went to ground a little easily there. And coach is our teammate. He finds Badger. Badger able to turn.
It's an unfortunate call for Badger now. He's going to be on a yellow quick match here.
Nice cut. He goes down. And the referee is going to say.
He's going to show the ref. Cut on his leg.
Yeah, and
Ref's not going to have any of it.
Yeah, it was Powell who had to come over and have words with him just to keep Badger a little more calm, just keep him away from the situation. But that's a tough one. Is it looked like he could have definitely made that call, I think, either way, but I think he did go to ground a little easy, but I do think the leg was stuck out. So that's a tough one to call one way or the other, but perhaps a little harsh to get called for a yellow, but that is the way of the lay of the law. So we continue on here. 18 minutes gone. That pass is turned over, weak pass there. Badger. He's going to cut in. He's going to try to do it all himself. That time he is taken down, and he will get the call. Zarjanpour pulling him down from behind. And he will go in the book as well. Both teams now with one player on a yellow early on. And I don't think we can really say we're all that surprised by it, considering how key this game is in the standings right now.
In. Gonna try to do it himself. That time he is taken down and he will get the call.
Careful now. Once you get a couple yellows so early, and the ref's going to be a little bit on edge. Going to be watching really closely.
Head ref Steven Lebrechthausen's gonna. He'll definitely be trying to keep this game under control. Cooler heads is what everyone wants on both sides here.
Well, as the referee as well, he knows how important this game is, and he knows that emotions are going to be high on both sides, so you can nip some of that in the bud right away. That's what he's going to try to do.
Three-man wall here. Powell and Badger stand over it. Looks like it might be Powell to take. He does take. It's a good one. Just missed the top corner.
It's a good try from Langley.
Powell just missed trying to curl that one into that top left corner. Adams dove for it, and I don't think he would have gotten there in time, but
a little bit further to the right, that would have been in.
Adams catches that one with the outside of his boot, and it's going to be controlled by Langley United. Lucas nearly gets through. They're going to swing it back for Buchanan. He'll swing across in. Going to take a bounce, and Badger's going to be called for the offside.
Rovers going to push everyone up on this one. Get it out of their end, alleviate some of that pressure.
Ball ping-pongs around. And will eventually be headed forward by Williams. Flicked on by Badger. Zarjanpour, the man on the yellow, kicks it off. Badger, the other man on the yellow. Alimu, he goes across. And the Rovers will now attempt to attack from the left. Proctor, he goes long. Well controlled. But Ostavari does well. Just bodies Toure out of the way. Souza looked like he wanted to play it quickly, but he'll wait. His goal kick, though, doesn't get far enough, and it's turned over. Cross now comes in. It's going to go over everybody, but it will stay in. Last off Buchanan, and that is a poor corner to concede off a miss-hit goal kick. Mejia will take this one. No, excuse me. He's going to place it and then leave it for Zahar. But he will receive it as they play it quickly. Zahar now back on it. That one's deflected away by Badger. And now a chance now for Joel Badger to try and run 1v2. He's got a man with him. Tries to go around the center back, but he's sent back the other way. Great run from Badger.
See, he really wants one. He wants it back from earlier. Langley sitting pretty far back here, just letting them build up.
Alimu, he will go for Poon. Last off Williams, it will be a throw. Alimu will cross one in. It's going to float just aimlessly and easily into the waiting gloves of Matthias D'Souza, who will leave it for Ostavari. Buchanan around Mejia. McMillan, tried to play it forward. Now it's Toure. Try to chip it over, looking back for him was Hennessy. Played quickly now to Badger. Thomas. Well done by the defender there, Zarjanpour. Mejia will get called for the foul there as he just kind of...
I think he actually got called for the offside.
Oh.
I don't know if it was the foul, actually. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
Yeah, we continue on either way. Mineta will go long, looking cross pitch for Lucas. Proctor thought he let it go out for a goal kick, but it was well done by Lucas to just chip it out. And it looks like we are going to be having a cooling break here with 25 plus minutes gone. So far, a little bit less than 20 minutes left to go in this opening half, and tensions are high on both sides. The energy is up. Both teams running hard despite the heat down at pitch level, and we have been in for a great contest here so far, and you got to feel like it's only a matter of time until one of these teams get the breakthrough.
Well, both teams have had one or two good chances that I'm sure both of them want back. So it'll be interesting to see which one kind of ends up finishing their chances first. Not really that they're not developing them, it's just who can finish it first. It's been really back and forth, both teams putting on great pressure.
Yeah, it has been back and forth. Both teams have controlled more of the possession at certain points. Both teams have had good opportunities. Tom Powell missing just wide on a free kick that had eyes for the corner. Meanwhile, a couple of nice saves from D'Souza for Langley, including stopping Mejia, who had an opportunity just about 10 minutes in, but couldn't get everything he wanted on his shot attempt.
It'll be interesting to see if there's a big burst of energy that comes back after the little cooling break here. Everyone's all watered up, had a chance to cool down, chat with the coach a little bit. As much as these cooling breaks are used to get water, there's a lot of coaching going on from the sidelines.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for Langley, especially, I think right now, when you look at especially Joel Badger, I mean, you got to put that non-call and that yellow card in your rear view mirror and forget about it, because we saw in the first game of our back-to-back that late goal in the first half. Langley United didn't think it crossed the line. The goal counted, and it seemed like after that, I mean, they kind of let that frustration sit with them a little bit, and they weren't able to get back into it. So,
especially in a game like this where there's already tension, you don't want to let yourself get sucked into the ins and outs of what's called when, what. All of that doesn't really matter. You can still generate your chances by yourself.
All right, after that short break, we're ready to get things underway. That'll add a couple of extra minutes at the end of this first half as Proctor clears that one out to safety. And they'll earn another throw a little bit further up the pitch. And after some indecision, Mejia will leave it for Proctor to toss that one out, and they gain a few yards, and
we'll just keep doing this
they'll
all
do
the
it
way
again.
down the side. We'll just take it all the way down to Langley's end.
This time they go back now, and they'll try to switch the field. And just set things up here. It's Ben Hulton on the ball. He goes long, looking for Toure. Able to control off the chest, but couldn't hang on to it, and Ostavari just sends it. Mejia now on the ball. Tries to cut inside, nearly has it taken away, able to get the pass away to Zahar. Zahar now looking long for Poon, just couldn't get on the end of it. Offside flag goes up.
Langley gonna go long on this one again. Not wanting to risk it in their own end anymore.
Yeah, I think on a game like this one, when
Yeah.
there's so much on the line, I don't even take any chances right now. And I think both teams at the end of this one would probably be perfectly fine with a draw. I think TSS a little bit more since they do have that advantage. But we know both teams really want the 3 points here. Certainly not going to be playing for a draw. And that's going to be a call, as Ghassemi may have just clipped the foot of Toure a little bit. Ghassemi, no stranger to being shown yellows this season, will get away with it. But I think that's probably going to be his one and only warning here. He'll probably be booked the next time he's called. Hennessy will just go back. Sargentpour just trying to find someone to make a cut. Instead, he's going to go all the way back to Adams, his keeper. And they'll work it around. Sargentpour able to win a little bit of space, looking to go all the way across the field. Nice switch of the play there, but Mejia just can't get onto the end of it. That's some good vision there from the center back, and ambitious. Ball's going to fall to Lucas. He plays it for Badger. Chips it around 2 Rovers players. Then he'll send it back for Buchanan. Finds Lucas. Good way to get around the pressure there as they find Mineta. And he'll just leave it for Powell. Beautiful job through Zahar. Beautiful through ball. Looking for Lucas. Adams does well to come out and claim.
It's a good build up from Langley there. Great ball through.
Oh, fantastic run there from Powell.
Yep.
Just nutmegging Zahar. Perfect, a nearly perfect weight on that through ball. Tom Powell, a very welcome addition to the side here today. Made a handful of appearances for Langley United this season, has Tom Powell, splitting his time between Langley United and Vancouver FC of the CPL. Toure. Has it knocked off his foot by McMillan. Langley coaching staff thought it was their throw, but they don't get it. Hennessy now trying to find a way past McMillan. He does find a way past McMillan. All the way back to Proctor. They go back for Halton. And he's just going to retreat back to Adams, and they'll try to reset.
Langley keeping a nice tight back line here. Trying to prevent that through ball with the offside, pushing those strikers forward.
They look for Proctor on that long ball. He takes a bit of a tumble. It was a tough play for him to try and keep that one in. Mineta. He's got a little bit of space. He'll take that space and then just play it out wide to Williams. And Gassemi all the way back in that holding midfield role. Splitting the central midfield duties with Powell. Sahar does get that ball. He's going to play it back, but misses everybody. Halton has to run way back to retreat. He'll just play it back to the keeper, who will send it long. But too far as it goes out of bounds. Proctor's a tall boy, but he's not that tall. Couldn't keep it in.
Langley's going to build up again. Going to wait their turn. They've got 4 up front now, waiting on the back line.
Sahai Williams. Patient. He'll take a little bit of space and run into the middle. And he'll go to his fellow fullback in Buchanan.
Thomas wanting the ball through.
Just a mishit one there, but it rolls underneath the foot. And kept in by Lucas. Matthias Lucas finds Powell. Powell trying to make the turn, but he has it taken off of his foot. And now a chance for Hennessy and TSS to try and come back the other way. Looking out wide, tried to go with the outside of the boot, couldn't get it past Buchanan. Badger now, looking back for Buchanan and made the extra run. Joey Buchanan's gonna get there first. He's taken out hard by Adams.
Adams did make contact with the ball there. No doubt that is very sore. Big guy coming out of the net there.
It's a great job there from Buchanan to make the pass and then continue his run.
Keep going all the way from the back.
When you have a fullback who can make those runs, and that especially because he was making it through the middle of the pitch too. You know, you're used to seeing those fullbacks make the overlaps. He makes the underlap run through the middle. Nearly leads to a great opportunity, but Adams was on top of things there, and he challenged it and made the play. While Buchanan's getting looked at, that'll give everyone a chance to get a little bit more hydration and
cool off a little bit.
Cool off a little bit more. Same with us. We're under the shade, but the sun where it's at right now is hitting the back of my legs super hard, and it's gonna be a little burnt there tomorrow, I'm thinking.
Yeah, my calves. Looking like he'll be okay, which is good to see. We'll have to go off for a little bit. We'll get waved back on.
Yeah, I suspect he'll get waved on almost immediately. The conditions definitely playing a factor here as we just turned past 5 o'clock here local time. As we get back underway here with 38 minutes gone in the opening half. Both teams still looking for the breakthrough. Hennessy, he's got some space to turn. He finds a man out wide. They look for the cross. Mejia Gets onto the end of it. Trying to cut it to his left foot. Has it taken away. Now Proctor will try to find a man. Instead, he'll reset back to Halton. Langley doing a good job of just getting their limbs in the way and of those passes and just disrupting the flow of TSS right now.
You can see TSS is trying to build up from the back. They really want to get that flow going, like you said. They want to look to build up through the middle, play out wide, back in. Langley's doing a really good job just to disrupt it a little bit. You don't need to fully win the ball, but you just need to make them second guess where they're going to go, who they're going to play to. But Langley definitely sitting pretty far back right now.
Odamaji, he's going to go outside for Proctor. One-on-one with Buchanan. He'll try to get around him. Ostavari does enough to break that one up, and Gosemi with the assist will just kick it out for a throw. Nice chip up over the top. Finds Toure. Looks to get around Powell. Tries to cut it back. And then Zahar has his shot blocked. Mejia now. He takes a shot from distance, and that's stopped by D'Souza. D'Souza slips as he plays that one long. Still manages to make the play.
It was a great ball.
Thomas, he lays that one off for Lucas. Now Powell will look to go across the pitch. Badger will not be able to get onto the end of that one.
It's the right idea, though, from Langley. Build up, try to find that weak side.
Rovers will once again try to work from the back. Halton as he goes across to Zarjanpur.
Langley doing a good job to press. You can see McMillan and Thomas are trading off each time, so it's not one following both center backs. One goes, drops, one goes, drops. All on a swivel, working together to prevent one of them from getting gassed.
Toure cutting back to the ball, able to find some space. Makes the nice pass. That cross takes a deflection off a foot and rolls to D'Souza, who's able to claim it. It was Alimu who was trying to cross one in there. D'Souza will play long. Nearly gets past everybody. Zarjanpur was alert. That one passed back to Adams. Good thing he was also paying attention for the Rovers there, as that was a bit of a missed pass and it was heading towards the open goal. Thomas onto the end of it. He'll play it back for Williams. Williams will try to play a long cross in. Trying to find Lucas. Goes over everybody. Proctor will get there first. And Buchanan does well to dispossess Mejia and just give up the throw. Just wants to let Mejia know that he's there every time he gets the ball.
He does well to press all the way up, too. That was high up the field for the right back.
Buchanan playing some great football as of late. On Wednesday night, he was matched up against the Canada West Player of the Year. Hennessy loses the ball. He's told to keep playing. Thomas plays it out for McMillan. Badger now looks to get it back. Able to send it on target, but deflected out for a corner kick. I was just saying as we were before that break there, Buchanan Wednesday night against Evolution was matched up against the Canada West Player of the Year, Matteo Berzina, all night long, and played him so well. That was a great battle to watch, and now he's playing probably one of the best, if not the best player in all of League 1 BC in an attacking sense, in Ivan Mejia, and he's sticking with him. Badger with the cross. A little bit too much juice on that one, and it goes around and out the back. Kuhn lays it off for Alimu.
Langley wanting a quicker throw there.
Sounds a lot nicer when you say it compared to
Yeah.
the coaching staff there. They were a little frustrated. It comes all the way back to D'Souza. He'll throw it up to Thomas, who went from a offside position. It's too bad because that was a perfectly placed flick on that had so much power behind it. No complaints from the Langley bench on that one. They knew it. As we approach 45 minutes here, fourth official will hold up the board to indicate that we are going to have 4 minutes of added time to close out this first half. First half with plenty of energy and tension, and quite surprisingly no goals up to this point. Badger will look to play quick. He does play quick for Powell. Badger earns the free kick as he takes another shot to that ankle. Now it looks like Powell, after some indecision, will send one deep. Sends that one in right into the 18, bounces over everybody and right into the waiting mitts of Connor Adams. It looked like they wanted to play it short, and then they just couldn't quite figure out what the strat was, and then they ended up just trying to whip one deep there. But not committing too many bodies forward at this stage of the half either. As Hennessy now, he's got a little bit of space. He'll play it through to Toure, but Manetta gets his toe involved.
Just barely.
And now Badger plays it up the line for Thomas. Thomas will look to go over the top, trying to find
Good ball
Lucas.
in.
Lucas gets there, second chance, it deflects, and Lucas is going to tap it home.
Right at the end of the half.
And Matthias Lucas pretty much just brute forced that one into the net. There was absolutely nothing that was going to stop Matthias Lucas from scoring that goal. A strong, powerful play to get onto the end of that ball, poke it past the keeper, and then outwork Proctor, who was trying to just drag him down at that point, and he tucks it into the open net.
Great way to end the half there for Langley. Lots of energy going into halftime for them.
Just a couple minutes of time still to go here in this opening 45. They'll need to see it out. But that is exactly what the home team wanted to do here and get on the front foot, and they've managed to do so just before the half. And what a beautifully weighted ball that was as well from the captain, Brody Thomas.
Yep.
Badger did well to get around his man, played it up for Thomas, who just made the Nice and patient play, and then weighted it perfectly over the top.
Badger finally getting a reward of sorts for his hard work on this left side, getting to supply some energy for that goal.
That one goes past everybody. Odomagi tries to get onto the end of it, but that will roll too far and out for a goal kick. I suspect the pace of play will slow down for the final few seconds here of this opening 45. Second straight game with a goal now for Matthias Lucas. His third of the season, and it is a huge one. And that is all the action for the opening 45 minutes here at Willoughby Stadium. A hard-fought battle, a couple of yellow cards, but it's Matthias Lucas who gets the icebreaker here inside of added time in the first half. The visitors will try to respond in the second 45. While Langley will try to see this one out and move to the top of the table here. Second half action coming up in 15 minutes time. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss it.
Join us all season long. Be sure to use team or L1BC.ca to stay up to date with standings and future matches.
Welcome back inside Willoughby Stadium. Second half action just about to kick off here. Matthias Lucas's goal in stoppage time. The difference right now through 45 minutes. The home side, Langley United, up 1-0. One halftime sub to announce on the Langley side. Marcus DeAndrea is going to come in and take over the left back role for Joey Buchanan. Perhaps a bit of a surprising sub. We were just talking about it as we watched it happen, Estelle, and wondering if something potentially happened with Joey. Maybe he tweaked something in the first half, or we'll have to try and find out. Just 30 seconds in here, and tension's already high as fourth official having to try and calm down the TSS Rovers bench as a foul is called and a free kick given in just along the back line here. Joel Badger to take it from just inside that corner flag. He whips one in near post. Gets out as far as Powell. He's going to send it across, potentially dangerous ball. And a handball. Ghassemi tried to play it, and it was Hennessy who got his arm just up and in the way. And then Badger is going to be called for the offside.
Bit of an ambitious ball there.
A very evenly matched contest, but through 45 minutes, Estelle, and that late goal is the difference. But what are we expecting to see here in the second half?
Well, as we go into this, you're going to see Rovers definitely going to try and press more. They're really going to want to equalize.
And there's a potential chance as Toure gets a shot on, saved by Lucas as Toure got his hand right up into the face of Powell. Still able to get the shot away.
It's going to be even more of a high press now from Rovers as they again look to equalize before they get back into the same kind of playing style they were doing in the first half. So Langley's really going to have to weather some of that pressure now. They're going to have to settle it down, look to keep playing their game.
McMillan. Ball's played off of a couple of heads there, and finally it's Powell who tries to play that one out wide, and it will eventually fall to DeAndrea. Looking for Thomas to make that run toward the ball. Didn't get it, and it rolls to the keeper. He plays it long, just past half. Hennessy wins it, but no one there but Matthias Lucas, the goal scorer here. Does well to keep it in, and then wins the throw-in, excuse me. The 20-year-old feeling very confident, scoring in his second straight game, picking up his third of the season. Zarjanpour has to go back to his keeper. Thomas going to challenge, and Adams just has to send it out of play and avoid disaster.
It's a good challenge from Langley, again, keeping the keeper on his toes. Don't want to let him get too comfortable to play those long balls.
Yeah, the second center back appeared to just be a little out of position. They didn't quite have their shape as that one's played off McMillan and turned over. Lucas tried to let that one go past him. Proctor steps in instead. Oh, what a play by Ghassemi to win the ball back. His pass misses McMillan. A little bit scrambly here in the last sequence, but it is McMillan who's able to play it to Lucas. Then calmly back to Williams as he's taken down by Hennessy. Just completing the challenge, nothing bad in it, but it is a free kick. Mineta around his man. Nice pass through, it's McMillan, can he control? He cannot, but the offside flag goes up. That was a beautiful pass right through the seams. It looks like the Langley attack are starting to find a couple of lanes here to try and make runs into.
Well, as TSS looks to press up, those two center backs are going to get even more spread out. So as they're looking to equalize, there's a chance for Langley to get another one in here.
Zahar will play that one back to the keeper. We'll wait for his teammates to get set up, and Zarjanpur will look for the long cross-field ball as he tries to switch the play. Well won by Williams, and he hits it forward to Lucas.
Langley looking to slow it down here. There are no rush at all.
It's a game we had circled on our calendar, and we knew coming into this week it was going to be a big one. Langley United playing 3 matches in just 8 days. They played on Wednesday, picked up a 3-2 win against Evolution. The stoppage time winner from Jafari. And Toure goes a little bit too aggressively into the back, and there's that press of Langley United again, forcing a long, hopeful ball. Team really executing Coach Azad's game plan really well through the first 6 minutes here of the second half.
Some good passing play by Langley to work out of that side. They've been kind of stuck on this right side for a little bit, so good to see them switch it up.
The press will come on now, and they'll try to break through it. Ostavari goes long. It's going to go over everybody. And Zarjanpur will collect. He's got Lucas right behind him. Powell breaks up that pass. And there's Langley again, just kind of clogging the lanes and baiting some of those passes, and it's been working for them here. Badger just cuts in front of that on the throw. The Rovers player just didn't seem to even see it coming. Just a little more energy from the boys in blue right now. Overlapping run there. They find Lucas. Tried to make the extra pass. It's going to go to Williams, who comes all the way up. He's going to need to get back now as Mejia's got a little bit of space. Kasemi will support. Toure finds Poon, but he just couldn't control it. Good opportunity there for the visitors to try and attack on the counter, as Mejia had some space. Able to work it into the middle, but just couldn't take advantage. As the recovery was there from the defense, as that one's flicked on, but not past Zarjanpur. But it does land to the foot of Powell. Tries to go through, but he does get fouled on the play there, as Alimu took him down, and that's going to be a free kick now for Langley United. Powell will step over this one as Lusa will commit about 6 men here inside of the 18. It's a good ball over the top. Trying to find Thomas, who just couldn't direct it on goal. The second sub gets prepared here to come on for Langley United. DeAndrea called for the foul there. Or are they going to say it went out of bounds? Nope, free kick. Yep. And he's going to take it quickly. TSS looks long, but DeAndrea comes out and happily collects. They look long. Thomas tries to hold things up. Goes through Zahar a little bit, and it ends up on the foot of Hennessy. Hennessy scoring in the first matchup between these two as Zahai Williams is called for the foul. And he's going to get a little warning here from the official. Probably his last one before a card will be pulled up. Joel Badger and Shaya Zarjanpour both booked in the opening half.
Langley going with 2 in the wall. Oh, 3 in the wall.
They just like to make us look bad, changing their minds.
Exactly.
Mejia setting up just left of the wall there for an extra play if they want it. But not before we see a sub. As Connor McMillan is going to check out, and we're going to see Emmanuel Santolato come in for the home team here. Just about 56 minutes into this one. So you get some love from Coach Azad Pilani. Solid performance there from number 9 in blue. That one's
well done by D'Souza there.
Yeah. And now Santolato, the fresh legs, the long stride. He's got a chance to break. He's got 2 with him. Tries to find Lucas, just couldn't get there as Zahar gets back into position at the right time. Williams dispossessed cleanly, and now Mejia. Around Gassemi. And Gassemi does well, but he's going to call him back on the first foul as he did rip his jersey back.
It'll be further back, played advantage until lost the ball. Tricky spot for a free kick here again for Langley.
Yeah, Ali Zahar's last one was very good. D'Souza came way out to punch. It's another one into a dangerous spot, but D'Souza there first. He claims it with the gloves. Ostavari will play that one long. Not able to connect with Lucas, and Zahar will go to Proctor and just off Badger and out. Hennessy does well. 2 blue shirts on him. Goes back to Proctor. And now it's Rovers who hold a little more of the possession in the last couple of minutes. Nice sliding tackle there from DeAndrea. Ball takes a couple of funny hops. Weren't able to play that one through, and now a chance to break the other way. It's Thomas, one-on-one. And a good play there from Zarjanpour. He had to be sure about it on a yellow. Couldn't take any chances, but that was a solid tackle.
It was a very good clearance slash ball into feet. Thomas doing really well to get onto that.
Thomas, such a tough player to stop on those one-on-ones when he can take those balls in stride like that. As more and more spectators start to make their way onto the shady side, on our side here. The sun just absolutely beating down on that north side. Corner, too much zip on it again from Badger, and that goes around and out. And Sahai Williams will take his leave just shy of the hour mark. We'll see the Axeman come in, Axel de Vries. Sahai Williams with his 2nd straight start here at home, and in just 4 days, I believe. So a good performance there from him once again tonight. Hopeful long ball. Look for Poon, who tried to flick it on, but no one else there. And it looks like we are going to see the first movement from the TSS bench. Don't think they're quite ready to make the sub yet, or maybe they are. Assistant referee just holding up play, but we do get the throw. The ball falls to Toure. He's able to find Hennessy, looking to get it on his left foot. Blocked by Ostavari. Lucas now. Tries to cut back. Gets around Proctor, and he's taken down. Gives up the free kick. And now we will see the subs here for TSS Rovers. First two of the match. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to make them wait a little longer. Just over an hour gone here at Willoughby Stadium. Matthias Lucas' stoppage time goal in the first half. Still, all that is separating these two sides. But you got to feel like there's still a couple more pages to write of this one. Alimu will try to hold things up. Finds the Sahara, back to Alimu. He crosses it in. Hennessy, his left boot. His right boot, excuse me, but D'Souza in the right position. Another opportunity there for TSS, but couldn't get what they wanted on that final product. Sarjanpour, the center back, will try to cut through. Looking for a forward, but finds no one but DeVries. And D'Souza will go back calmly to DeVries to get around the press. And that long ball, I think he was looking for Thomas to make a run deep, but he was cutting back to the ball. Long ball finds Mejia, flicks it up and over, trying to get back onto it himself. Ooh. Zahar looked like he might have played that off a hand as he thought he was going to get called for the foul, but we continue. Kajipu now on the ball, gets past DeAndrea, trying to find a lane to make a pass, sends it back. Alimun instead, he has it taken off his boot, and now a chance to counterattack. Through ball from Powell, it's a beauty. Brody Thomas, he's onside. Brody Thomas, big save by Adams with the foot. A chance for a little bit of insurance here in the second half. Beautiful pass from Powell to Spring Thomas. He was in all alone, 1v1 with the keeper.
Adams just got a foot on it. Very well done by the keeper there.
Badger will take this corner. This time it will be an outswinger from this near side. Sends it near post. It takes a flick on. And it's going to roll out for a throw-in for Langley. They'll continue possession, and looks like they're going to enlist Mineta to try and throw a long one, and now we're finally going to get these subs here. Tristan Adamaji will check out. In his place, we're going to see Nick Apostle. And Avi Alimu will check out. And in his place, we're going to see Tiago Shimada. So first two subs here of the match for TSS Rovers. About 25 minutes left to go. As Mineta's long throw right into a deep area. Thomas able to flick it on. No person in blue, though, able to get onto the end of it for the second time. That ball takes a deflection over Mejia. He has to just double back to Proctor. Long ball from Proctor is deflected by Lucas. Zahar now. Poon finds Apostle, the sub. Looking for the other sub. That was Shimada making the run, but he was just ahead of the back line, and the flag goes up for offside.
Rovers pressing up right now, looking like they might be playing a predominantly 3 in the back, pushing either the right or left back all the way up as they press. Really looking to bring an extra body in without switching to 3 in the back all the way.
And Joel Badger is going to call it a night after running himself silly for 65 minutes here tonight. A fantastic performance for number 7.
Yeah, very well done.
And Adriano Matarolo will come in to try and see this one out in a bit more of a central position. That ball takes a deflection off a head, up high, and then just sent back to Adams. Tries to play that one long, looking for Mejia. DeVries all over him. And it is DeVries who comes away with it, thanks to some help from Matthias Lucas. Ostavari looking for Santolato. Well won by the Rovers. DeAndrea up and over the top. Santolato, he'll try to run onto the end of it.
Does well to keep it in there.
Yeah, just did enough to avoid the goal kick. Try to keep TSS trapped.
All the way into the stands goes the clearance.
Nice long throw there, finds Lucas all alone. He's looking to try and chip it up and over for Thomas. Lucas does well to find Gassemi. It's Thomas now, he'll try to go to his right. Tries to go around the defender, hits the outside of the bar. Another strong play from Brody Thomas, going at the big center back. Ben Halton gets around him, manages to somehow toe poke it towards the target. He will drop that one off for Hennessy. Combined 14 goals on the season between the two of them. They find Poon, he's one-on-one with DeAndrea, who does well. Taking over in this second half here for Joey Buchanan.
TSS going to look to capitalize on this. A lot of bodies in the box. 6 in with a 7th on the outside.
And falls to a dangerous area. Hops around, and Matarolo finally able to clear it away. Powell on the press. They go back to Halton, and he just has to retreat it back to Adams and try to allow TSS a little bit of time to get reset. It's Nick Apostle now on the ball. Ali Zahar, his long ball. Trying to find Usman Toure.
Langley keeping a nice sharp back line there. Rovers really can't run through until that ball is kicked at the last minute. Keeping that nice high line prevents those through balls from really being effective.
Long ball goes off the back of the neck there of Gassemi. Don't think he was expecting it to fall to him. It's Mejia. Tries to win a little space.
DeVries doing well to push him back. He hasn't had much action down this right side.
Just overstepping on the ball there was Apostle.
Again, Langley's going to slow it down. Rovers coach is going to throw him the ball.
DeVries looks for Thomas, who once again just tries to use his body to get in the way of it. And he earns a free kick. And a card's going to come out here. It's going to be handed to, I believe, Ben Halton, number 13. Good work from Thomas once again. He's just so strong on the ball. An absolute nightmare for center backs.
See, even before the foul comes, he's letting them hold him. They're really hugging him from behind, and he just leans into it, right?
His ability to turn in those tight spaces with the ball.
Dangerous spot for a free kick for Langley here.
About 22 yards out, maybe. Tom Powell to stand over it. Try to find ahead of a teammate. He does! Santolato up and over the net. A perfectly executed free kick, but the finish not quite where they wanted it to be.
Very well taken. Langley does good to get ahead on it right away.
And that is the last action we'll see for a couple of minutes as we take another hydration break with just 20 minutes to go. Langley have had the better of the chances in the last few minutes. They've done a great job of shutting down the big hitters of the Rovers. Ivan Mejia whether it's been Sahai Williams or whether it's been Axel de Vries here in these last few minutes, he's just had, or Joey Buchanan in the first half, he's had a man on him just the whole time. He's had no space to breathe.
Yeah, he's receiving the ball, but he really can't turn because there's always someone nice and strong on his back, pushing him back. Langley's doing really well to keep that pressure off their back line. As they receive it in the back, they're just looking to play long, get it out of their end, calm in the middle as they play out. Quick water break here from the Rovers. They want to get right back into it, but Langley's going to take all the time that they're given.
It's important to hydrate. You got to make sure you hydrate, especially on a day like today. We're hydrating. We got some.
It's hot out.
We got some Gatorades and some water here.
Time.
Yeah. Of course, this time will just be added on to the end of the match here. A couple minutes for sure. And while we are coming out of this break, we are going to see a sub here for TSS Rovers, Ousmane Touré. He's going to make way, and we're going to see Luis Climo try to add a spark on the front line here in the attack for TSS Rovers.
Langley again getting ready to press right off the bat here.
TSS on their journey to try and winning a third straight League 1BC title and advance to the Canadian Championship once again. But they would need a result here today to stay on top of the table.
Yep.
As it stands at this moment, it would not be the case. Try to get through. And we're going to see another yellow card called for diving.
Definitely looking for that one.
Yeah.
He tried.
Taigo Shimada will go into the book as much like we saw in the first half. The official not too interested in pointing to the penalty spot here tonight, and he's not interested in seeing anybody going to ground easily inside the 18.
You could see the horror on some of the Langley players' face when the whistle first went. But solid call by the ref there. Just making sure that everything stays fair in the box.
D'Souza with the long ball. It does find Lucas. He's knocked off the ball by Proctor, who tries to play it long for Mejia, but it's DeVries
well.
Brilliantly. Long ball trying to find Santolato, but Adams out once again to claim. He is really doing a good job here today of recognizing those balls and being in that space. And
very brave to get into contact too with the strikers. Puts a little doubt in the mind of the striker if you know he's coming out 100%, and you're going to have to make contact with him to get that through ball. Might make you hesitate. Looking
for the long ball again. DeVries there. Disappointed with the header, but he is in the space that he needed to be. Proctor plays it to Halton, quick. 15 minutes plus added time here to go at Willoughby Stadium. Shamada has it taken away, and now Tom Powell will try to slow things down a little bit. As he finds Gassemi. He work it out wide for Santolato. Tried to play it first time to Thomas, but a little bit lackadaisical there and turned over.
Good clearance.
That's going to fall to Thomas. He is onside. Brody Thomas going to cut to his left boot. He fires it past the keeper! Brody Thomas making something out of nothing. And the captain doubles the lead. 2-0 Langley United.
Off a seemingly regular clearance as well. High effort from Thomas there to chase that down. Again, as you said, make something out of nothing there.
And what a play. I mean, considering they had the numbers forward, they were making it work going up the pitch. They turned it over and then immediately have it sent back to them. Just a deep clearance. And just, they tried the pretty option, didn't work. They just tried the ugly option, and it worked amazingly. And Brody Thomas not only gives his side a 2-0 lead, but puts himself into a tie at the top of the Golden Boot race with his 8th goal of the season. We're going to see Shabbat Jafari check in for Amir Gassemi here for the rest of the evening. Jafari, of course, with that big stoppage time winner on Wednesday night against Evolution. This time he'll be looked upon more so to try and shut down this Rovers side. Mineta takes a bit of a slip, but he's able to get back into position, send it out to safety. Powell nearly with the steal. Santolato nearly as well. But now a chance to move forward. Proctor with the overlap. He crosses one in. Ostavari does well, and then it's D'Souza who comes out to catch.
It's a tricky ball for the keeper, actually, as it goes straight up, comes down. Especially with this wind, that's hard to keep track of. D'Souza does well there. Yeah,
that was the most space Kean Proctor's had all day to try and get on that left side with an overlapping run. He's a very good provider of the ball. And I suspect we'll see him pushing up on this left side a lot more to try and provide some support.
Yeah, you can see Rovers now stacking this left side. They've got 1, 2, 3 options here, all on this weak side.
Ball to Shamaga. He's able to find Poon. Still on the ball is Koch Poon. They find Mejia. His shot stopped by D'Souza again. Matthias D'Souza having himself an evening here at Willoughby Stadium with yet another solid save. His positioning has been on point here.
Really tracking the ball well as it comes across the box. Langley's got to be really careful here. There sometimes can be a lull after you get that second solidifying goal. You really want to make sure you stay turned on.
We saw that on Wednesday. They're up 2-0.
Yeah. It happens so fast. Tricky free kick here as well.
Ali Zahar will try to put this one probably close to the penalty spot here. D'Souza comes out to
well again.
Hennessy. He tries to whip one in. Mejia loses the handle on it, and it's just cleared out by Matarolo. All the way back out to Halton. Apostle. Gets it back. DeAndrea does well to claim it. But now he's out of position here. Zahar. Second opportunity. Gets it to his man. Trying to find Klimo. Oh, and a beautiful clearance. And then well controlled by Powell. Chance now. Jafari, he can run with it. Plays it for Thomas. Got two players all over him. Hennessy will let this one go into the corner. Does well to find a teammate. Good job to break the press here from the visitors, and now Zahar will push it forward for Mejia. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Nice little back heel. Proctor being marked by two men.
Well to push him back there.
Zarjanpour, he looks to go back to Proctor with that cross pitch long ball, but that ball has not been working out for TSS. They've tried it a lot here this afternoon into the evening, and it just hasn't worked.
Well, you can see DeVries is standing in that in-between space, and if he's able to watch as the long ball shows up, he hasn't been happy with some of the headers that he's done to clear it, but if he's in that proper space, it's really tricky to bypass him and not kick it out.
And we'll see Koji Poon. He's going to check out, as well as Ben Halton. We'll see James Paduti and Chris Comba check in as they try to send more bodies forward. TSS Rovers try and get back into this one. Ooh, that centering ball misses everybody. No one there in red. DeVries can just send it long, and Brody Thomas doing what he loves to do the most, try to run onto the end of this one. He's taken down, he crashes into the keeper. And Zarjanpour looked to maybe pull him down. Zarjanpour also on a yellow, has to be careful. And Thomas is going to stay down here, and the trainer's going to have to come out and look at him.
Adams again coming out nice and strong, taking up all of his box right at the edge where they made contact.
Yeah, nothing that Adams or Thomas really did wrong. It just seemed that it was a hard challenge between the two, and Thomas was kind of falling over a little bit there, and he crashed into Adams.
Already off balance from the tackle.
And the seconds will continue to tick away, and some players will get a chance to grab an extra sip of water. Langley United in the middle of 3 home games in just 8 days. We will be back here next Wednesday as they will face Burnaby FC in both men's and women's. Langley United beating Burnaby FC 2-1 earlier this season. Amir Gassemi and Joey Buchanan with goals in that one for Langley United.
Thomas will come back on.
Long ball handled by Ostavari well. And Jafari, excuse me, getting into the play. Wins the ball, and then he receives it back. Just has it taken off of his boot there. Work it out wide for Shamaga. Excuse me, that was Klimo. There is Shamaga, and he's told to get up once again. He already got 1 yellow for diving in the box. That's Michael Ajagbi, who's checked into the game for Langley United up front.
Langley seeming to let off the press a little bit. Coach Azad not pleased with that.
Looking for Shamaga. He's able to lay it off for Mejia. No space though. Trying to drag it through. Can't get past DeAndrea.
It's a good defensive play from Langley, although it does lead to a corner.
It's Matthias Lucas, by the way, who checked out for Michael Ajagbi. Lucas picking up his 2nd goal in consecutive games and his 3rd overall in the season. Easily punched away there by D'Souza, continuing his strong night. And then going to ground and earning a free kick is Nick Apostle. James Paduti, he'll play it fast for Hennessy. He crosses it in, missing it on the volley. Falls to Proctor, who'll lay it off for Mejia. He'll try to drive inside the 18. Just chips it up and over. Overhead kick, and that's going to miss everybody and everything and go out for a goal kick, and that's another attack sustained here by the Langley United defense.
Langley really going through a lot of pressure here, and it'll only continue as we get to the last few minutes here. It'll be interesting to see if the Rovers do switch to 3 in the back to try to get another man up front.
You almost feel like they kind of have to at this point, with especially with the
might as well.
The way that Langley's just going to be sending long balls and hoping to get on the end of it. Langley does win that throw. Santolato will find Jafari. They work it around nicely to Powell. Nice and patient play there from Powell. He plays it out wide for DeVries, and he'll go for Ajagbi. Michael Ajagbi battling with Hennessy. Does well to keep it in. Finds Santolato. Backheels it for Jafari. Deflected away. And Shamaga just has to clear it out. DeAndrea will send it back for Thomas. He'll work on that far sideline. He'll try to drag it just to the corner flag and hold it there. Does well to kill some more time off the clock. Proctor now. Just goes back for the captain, Zahar. Proctor now has a little bit of space to run. He will take it. Makes that pass to Mejia, who's shifted into the middle now. Ivan Mejia tries to go for goal. Hit it off the outside of his toe by the looks of it, and it curled wide and away from the net. And a frustrating night for Ivan Mejia continues. He's had no way to break through this back line of Langley United. It's been a wall of blue all night here at Willoughby Stadium. Matarolo can just play that to Ajagbi into that corner. Coach Azad telling him to go to the corner flag. He's going to go into the middle instead. Jafari tries to cut through the defense. Good play. Sargentpour. They try to break quickly now. Looking for a long ball. Over the top, DeVries will try to track this down. He does. Proctor will come to take this one. Plays it quickly. The cross, DeAndrea just flicks it away to the sideline. Santolato will have a chance to run onto it. Try to use his pace. Does brilliantly to find Powell. Powell spins back. in no rush at all. Up and over the top, Thomas. The battle of the two captains there. And it's going to be 5 minutes of added time here at the end of the 90. And a throw in for Langley United. And now at this point, it's just going to be time management. And they feel confident right now, as they can see first place in the table. And they will certainly think the view from the top is pretty nice here. Foul on a Jogby. Rovers once again will try to move quickly.
Langley with a lot of bodies back, really looking to play defensive here.
Try to go around a jog, goes through his feet. Proctor now. He crosses one in. Ostavari, he's just been there all night. He's won every single ball that's come anywhere near that 6-yard box. And Jafari just sends it as far as he possibly can. Comba. They go back to Proctor on this left side. He's able to find a man. That's Klimo. They work it around, but they lose the handle on it. Chance to break now the other way if they want it. Jafari plays it out wide. Santolato. Gonna take it towards the goal. He will, but he loses the handle on it. And Coach Azad not happy about it. Wanted him to go to the corner flag. Wasted opportunity there.
You can see Langley's just looking to hold on to that time now. So if he drives into the corner and tries to hold it there for as long as he can, that's in-game time that goes away. Nice
ball through from Bahia, but too much on it, and no one in red able to get onto the end of it. And Mohamed Al-Ghamdi is going to come into the match for TSS Rovers in the last couple minutes, and Ali Zahar, the captain, will make way. With just a couple minutes left to go here. 2.5 of the 5. As the Souza sends that one far, and that goes out for a throw in here. And barring something absolutely wild, looks like Langley United is going to move to first place in League 1 BC here. Just past halfway point of the season, 16 game schedule, no playoffs. This is the 9th match of the season for both sides. Well, for the TSS Rovers, they're going to suffer their second loss of the season, both coming at hands of Langley United, and that is going to not sit well with them for the rest of the season, especially if they don't end up finishing top of the table here, as they try to get something going here late. But Powell does well, wins the ball back, and Ajagbe's just going to try and run to the sideline, play it back for DeVries, and they're just going to continue to try and burn the seconds away as they play it all the way back to D'Souza and play a little bit of keep away. DeVries does well.
Yes.
Manages to relocate the ball. Jafari now, his through ball looking for Santolato. But there is the keeper once again, as he's been very aggressively off his line in the right spot where he's needed to be. That one taken away. DeAndrea now, 3-on-2. We'll see what they do with it. They play it to Thomas. He's got a chance. Thomas with his left foot off the post and in! And Brody Thomas ties a neat little bow on top of this one. It's 3-0, and it's 3 points to Langley United.
Langley uses that 3v2 to secure this game.
And Brody Thomas caps off a fantastic team performance here with a little bit of an individual glory as he now sits on top of the Golden Boot race with his 9th goal of the season. Brody Thomas having himself a fantastic season. The Langley United captain helping to push his side to the victory and to the top of the table.
Lots of last-minute goals today. One before the halftime, one before the end, in the women's game as well.
Certainly no shortage of dramatics here at Willoughby Stadium on this beautiful, if not scorching hot Saturday. We're now into 6 minutes of added time. A little bit extra added on after that last goal in the celebration. That one's cleared out to safety, and that is going to do it as the referee blows full time. A complete team performance here from Langley in front of their home fans as they take 3 points, complete the season sweep against TSS Rovers, and move to the top of the table. They say good things happen in threes, and that certainly was the case here tonight as they pick up their 5th straight win on the season. And now they will be back in action in short order once again, as we'll be back here on Saturday for the 3rd match in 8 days as they take on Burnaby FC and look to try and make it a perfect 9 points in just 8 days. Thank you so much for joining us here on L1BC's YouTube for this live stream here today. I've been Brett Lipkowski. I've been joined by Estelle Kaler. We will see you here on Wednesday night for another doubleheader. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.